I am giving away the most epic Fanny God Pack to one lucky subscriber. All you have to do is make sure you are subscribed to the channel and then leave a like and a comment on this video here. The winner will be announced on December 31st. Good luck. Hey, what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is dannyphantump. Happy December 21st. We're 4 days away from Christmas. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for giving me a chance for just checking out the content. I really appreciate it. We are trying a lot of new different things to kind of end December 23. I'm really trying to grow. I'm trying to get better. I really want to continue to grow and get better and provide you guys with the best outlet for information, the best content that's out there, and at the same time, make a difference. I really want to make a difference. That's really the most important thing to me, is to continue to help out as much as possible, give more away. I really want 2024 to be our most successful year ever. So I've been working on thumbnails a little bit. I've been trying to shorten up titles a little bit, make titles a little bit better. Also, I'm doing a little bit different things with the graphics, and you're going to see that in the slide presentation today. Kind of bring things down, condense it a little bit, make things more concise, still provide the same relevant information, the same important information, but I know I can get a little bit wordy at times. So I'm trying to fix that and make sure that all the relevant information stays. So you can let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Any feedback is always appreciated. Thank you guys so much for everything. Obviously, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you so much for everything. We're going to talk about Chillingreign today, because Chillingreign being out of stock at the Pokemon Center is a really big deal. We talk about MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price, a lot. And usually when we're talking about MSRP, it's in comparison to booster box pricing. And the reason we do that is because once an item sells out at Pokemon Center, no, PokemonCenter.com always sells product at MSRP. Your goal as a collector or as a hobby enthusiast is to buy product as cheap as possible. Right now, you can buy booster boxes for $80, $90, especially if you use like those TikTok coupons, which are absolutely insane. You can buy booster boxes for under $80 for some of those Scarlet and Violet sets, which is absolutely insane. You want to be able to bring that price per pack down as far as you possibly can. But we use MSRP as a barometer because that's what the Pokemon Center official website sells things at. So you should always try and look for the best deal that you possibly can find. But the MSRP price point is kind of like a ceiling until it goes out of stock on the Pokemon Center website. Once it goes out of stock on the Pokemon Center website, if they don't restock it, then it's kind of the sky is the limit. Then you're kind of at a situation where MSRP is kind of out the window, because all of a sudden the site that sells it at MSRP all the time no longer has it available. So Chillingreign is going to be very interesting to kind of watch as we move into 2024 and throughout 2024 to see what potential it has. Now, obviously, Chillingreign is chocked full of just some amazing artworks, and we've had a fair share of opportunity to open up Chillingreign. A lot of people refer to it as Chilling Pain because it can be so difficult to open up your chase cards, and the reason behind that is because there are so many cards in the set. There's so many ultra rares in the set, with over 100 different ultra rares and with a ton of unique alternate arts, and then alternate art VMAXs on top of that, which are of the secret rare category. It makes it very difficult to find those chase cards, and because of that, Chillingreign has the potential to be a very strong set for a long time. Obviously, with chase cards like that Galarian Moltres, chase cards like that Blaziken VMAX, there's a lot of really fan favorite cards. Singles still relatively cheap in a lot of different areas, and we're going to talk about some of that, and I'm going to flip you guys around so you can see exactly what I am talking about. And here's where we're going to start out. We're going to look at some sealed items and then jump into some singles. But if you look at Chillingreign and how their path has gone over the past year, it's been very strong. In January of 2023, it was right around that $125 mark. You can see its low point of $128.78 and had a meteoric rise real quickly where it jumped all the way up to about $146, just above MSRP. However, for the entirety of the year, it was available on Pokemon Center's website. So a lot of these secondary markets like TCG Player, like eBay, struggled selling items above MSRP because they were still available on Pokemon Center's website, which keeps that price point down. That's why you see it relatively flat for quite some time. And now over the past few weeks, it started climbing up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Now it's sitting at $154.15, which is a one-year high for this item. And without it being in stock on Pokemon Center's website at MSRP, it'll be very interesting to see how this product performs over the next year, over the next several years. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. If we look at the Elite Trainer box right down below it, so there's two different variants of Elite Trainer box. There's the Ice Rider Calyrex and there's the Shadow Rider Calyrex. You can see also a very strong gain from December of 2022 all the way up until May of 2023. It went from $45.64 all the way up to its one-year high of $53.62. Now, when I made this slide presentation, Chilling Reign ETBs were still in stock on Target's website. If you use your 5% off red card, or if you find another coupon code or a deal or something like that, you can find them for below MSRP on Target's website. And the good thing is Chilling Reign had a very, very large restock of these Elite Trainer boxes kind of at the end of summer. Part of that is because GameStop just had a huge slew of extra inventory that they then dispersed back to distributors, who then dispersed that inventory out to different game stores. And that's why you saw this big surplus of Chilling Reign ETBs, which impacted the price at the end of summer, beginning of fall. You can see it start falling a little bit. Now it's hovering right around that new MSRP of $45.64, the new MSRP being that $44.99. However, these are the old MSRP items, remember, so you should be looking for these under $40. If you can still find them, you might see this go up 10-15% over the next year, especially as it becomes harder and harder to find, and now not available on the Pokemon Center website, which it wasn't already, because they sell the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, which are actually not too badly priced right now. Remember, if you're going to invest in an Elite Trainer box, it's very difficult to make recommendations based off of Elite Trainer boxes because they have been produced in just mass quantities. There's so many Elite Trainer boxes out there now compared to what there was during the times of like Furious Fists and Plasma. Like, there's just not as many back then as what there is. There's just a ton right now. There's an absolute ton. But the Elite Trainer boxes from the Pokemon Center website that are more exclusive are a little bit more they're more exclusive. They're a little bit more limited. So if we look at the one from Chilling Reign here, you can see in March of 2023 it was selling for about $63.21. It did gain about 10%, basically in the span of 1 month, from the beginning of August until the end of August. Jumped up to that $69.15 mark. Now it has slid back down a little bit, sitting at $66.23. But again, out of stock right now on the Pokemon Center website, so it'll be interesting to see how it performs moving forward. Now, we have seen items out of stock on Pokemon Center's website that have come back in stock later on, but I don't know if there'll be enough quantities to really impact the price point. That's what'll be interesting to watch. If we look at Chilling Reign booster packs, if you look at what it's done over the last month, it's really jumped up as these become less and less available in stores, less and less available in collection boxes and things like that. You can see kind of in a downward trend, basically from March all the way up until November, hovering right around that one-year low of $3.34. But over the past couple of months, basically November and December, it has jumped up like crazy. It jumped up to $4.35, which is about a 25% gain over the span of 2 months. Now, it's backed off a little bit, but still sitting at $4.28 currently. If we look at the Blaziken VMAX, this is probably my favorite alternate art. It's either this one or the Machamp VMAX. I absolutely love the artwork on this card. Very, very cool looking. You can see kind of peaked in May of 2023. It jumped up to $227.70. It's lost quite a bit, and it's actually at its lowest price point right now than what it's been in the past year. So really, this is the cheapest price point you've been able to buy this card over the past year. It dropped all the way down to $163.85, which is barely above its one-year low, which it hit about a month ago, of $161.79. If we look at that Galarian Moltres that we were talking about before, also hit a one-year low very, very recently in September of 2023. It dropped down to $117.83. You can see in March of 2023, it kind of scooted up to that $142.14 one-year high. But then, like a lot of these other Chilling Reign cards and a lot of other cards in the Pokemon market, really started trending in the downward direction, sitting at $124.29 currently. But also, I did put the Pop 10 PSA numbers just so you can get a good idea, a good barometer of where things are at. Galarian Moltres, 2,729 cards graded in a PSA 10, which is very, very high. Same thing with the Snorlax, very, very high PSA 10 count at 2,712, but you can see in January of 2023, this was sitting at a one-year high of $88.32. It went down pretty much the entire year, all the way up until November, where it hit that one-year low of $66.35. Now, it's gained about 7% back, sitting at $70.70 currently. As we go on, the Pop 10 numbers go a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. The Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, only 1,175 graded in a PSA 10. That's still quite a bit, but not nearly as many as what you see from those first few cards that we looked at. In February of 2023, this was sitting at a one-year high of $63.81. Went down for the majority of the year, hit that one-year low in September of $50.37 before starting to rebound a little bit. Did jump up to about $58 or so, and then came back down a little bit, sitting at $50.71 currently, so closer to its one-year low than its one-year high. The Zero Aura V has leveled out a little bit over the past couple of months. This one was in the downward trajectory pretty much all year. You can see in February of 2023, it was at that one-year high of $71.92. There's over 1,400 of these graded in a PSA 10 currently. This one went down, down, down all the way until November of 2023, where it hit that one-year low of $38.37. It's gained about 10% back, currently sitting at $41.26. Then we've got this beautiful Roadrunner Galarian Zapdos, which I absolutely love. In February of 2023, this was sitting at $65.26 as a one-year high. Like all these other cards, did go down most of the year up until about August, up until about July. That's when it leveled out a little bit. It hit that one-year low of $40.18, and now it's pretty much stayed at that price point the rest of the year. So over the last 5 months or so, it's sitting at $40.39. Currently, there's 1,340 in a PSA 10. If we look at the Galarian Articuno, this one's a little bit cheaper. You can see in January of 2023, this one was sitting at $53.17. That was a one-year high. It went down and then leveled out a little bit until June, where it kind of peaked back up and then went down again. Hit that one-year low in August and then stayed relatively level. Hit that one-year low again in November of $35.77. Now it's gained about 8-9% back. It's sitting at $38.42 currently. Just over 1,000 of these graded in PSA 10 at 1,074. The beautiful Galarian Rapidash V. This is just one of my favorite alternate arts. Also, it's so gorgeous. Definitely in my top 5. In March of 2023, this was sitting at a one-year high of $51.68, but it has not had the legs that we've seen from other alternate arts, and this one did go down quite a bit throughout the entirety of the year. In October of 2023, this one was sitting at $32.50, so almost lost about half of its value. Now, it has gained a little bit back, a little bit over 10% over the last month and a half. Did jump up to $36.95, less than 1,000 available in PSA 10, only 946. And the last two that we're going to look at, the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, another secret rare from the set, only 924 of these graded in the PSA 10, so a little bit tougher to pull this one, but not as much of a fan favorite as some of the other ones. In February of 2023, this was sitting at a one-year high of $53.69. It spent the entirety of the year going in the downward direction. You can see in November of 2023, it hit that one-year low of $36.57. It's basically stayed flat since then, sitting currently at $36.65. Galarian Slowking V, this one actually did fairly well through the majority of the year. You can see relatively level. It did hit that one-year high in December of 2022 of $39.66, but then in June of 2023, it was still right around that $38 price point. That's when it kind of hit that wall and fell off. Hit a one-year low in September of 2023 of $27.25. Now it's gained about 10% of that back, sitting at $29.89 currently, but a little bit over 1,000 in PSA 10 for this one. So a little bit more copies available in PSA 10 for the Galarian Slowking than what we've seen from some of the other ones. I hope you guys like the content. This is kind of how I'm going to try and do things a little bit for the time being, just to see what sticks, what you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think. If you guys do enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, share the video. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for everything. I'll talk to you again tomorrow with another video. Until then, peace.